been an incredible opportunity for us to come together. It's really the first phase of the journey. The journey is not over. And our next space, it's there. It's not yet to be announced because it hasn't yet revealed itself to us. However, we know that it exists because this work is too essential to not continue. And we know that in our hearts, in our souls, in the deepest levels of what we've tried to accomplish as a collaborative group.
This will officially be our last long-term recovery group meeting in this space. And as Diana said, it really has built the foundation for the critical work that we know we need to continue as a collaborative moving forward for the next couple of years as we really ensure that those most vulnerable and at risk get back to a level of recovery and sustainability that they feel is acceptable for themselves and their families.
Well, Sleepy's has donated this warehouse since back in November, and we've been able to garner a lot of clothing, supplies from their, again, corporate sponsors, things that we've brought in that we need a big warehouse space to use. They've sold the building, so we're going to have to vacate that, and we're in the process of trying to identify space for that. As you're well aware of, Long Island doesn't have a lot of available space, especially a footprint this large. We actually came the 1st of November in response to Hurricane Sandy and started doing relief work in the way of mucking out homes, chainsaw, taking trees off homes, that kind of thing. We were here for also a big part of what we do is cook. We have kitchen units that we set up to provide meals for Red Cross to distribute. Since May, we transitioned into a rebuild mode. So we're here for 2 years. We've committed for 2 years to help rebuild all over New York, not just in Long Island, but Staten Island and in the boroughs and here.
The reality is that there's still thousands and thousands of people that were impacted by Sandy and still living in substandard housing or cannot even move back to their home. And just the other week, I was working the phones here in the volunteer center. I received a call from an 84-year-old widow. She stated that she still has a foot or two of water in her basement and asked if somebody could assist her. And we called up Bill from Southern Baptist, who are working here in collaboration with all the other agencies, and he was able to contact her before I was even able to get back to my desk to call her back. And he had agreed to take care of her, to get the water out of the basement and to repair our house for her. Those type of efforts, the collaborative efforts, would not be possible without us meeting here in the volunteer center, all the VOAD members, both local and from all across the country, and working together to help the clients and the people of Long Island that have been so severely affected. And so many people on Long Island think that Sandy was a year ago. It doesn't matter anymore. Truth of the fact is that there still are so many that need so much help, and the volunteers are doing much of the work.
On the outside, you can look and the houses look normal, but you go inside and they're stripped out completely to the studs, to the bare walls. And we have even still identified houses as recently as last week where the people have not done a complete clean out. So we still have to go in there and throw things away that had gotten wet and do the mold spray for them. 9 months after the fact, you wouldn't think you'd be seeing that. Now, that's not an everyday occurrence, but it's still out there.